You can laugh, but already we've seen races lost.
Look at Logan Stone. Look at Logan Stone, how far back he is.
Yeah, you need to have a word with him, and I know you will.
Yeah,
no, seriously, he straight away he's giving away maybe a tenth of a second, maybe a thousandth of a second, but it's fractions.
That's one gear change.
Do you know what I mean? It all counts. All those little bits. Though to be fair, Logan, he's made the best of the start there. He's flown past Adam Jameson, that's for sure. That's a big old bunch of bikes going through. I can see the green helmet of Joe White there. Thank you very much indeed to Mrs. White for the crumbly snacky thing. That was much appreciated. As we go up towards the Joys then.
So Logan's in second place in Thunderbike Sport.
That's a brilliant start, man. I think he might be.
Is.
Yeah, so he's made up one place.
Yes, ahead there of Adam Jameson and Joe White. Ollie Sims up the inside of Joe White there. That's in the Formula 400, of course. So Luca Wilkinson is there as well. But Joe White, with the superior power of that GSXR 600, will just move past back Ollie Sims. But Ollie goes around the outside, as does Luca Wilkinson. So Joe White, he remains in the same position in class, but he's getting a little bit beaten up at the moment.
Yeah, those kids are right beaten up on him, aren't they?
And Adam Jameson's, I think, going to show Logan a wheel here, coming into paddock.
I don't know, I think he might be a little bit too far back, isn't he, or not? Oh, wait to see,
There you go.
Yeah, no, he's not. No, not Brown. Yeah.
Nice move. He's gone tight, though, so come on, Logan, on the catback.
We do forget that it was only a couple of years ago that Adam was the champion in this class, of course. So,
by one point as well.
One single point as well. So, yeah, he knows how to win a championship the hard way, that's for sure. Down the hill they come. Doesn't look like there's any change out the front. Just watching him safely through. Druid's a big long line of bikes as Weston leads Harvey, Dowds, Finnis, Stone, Jamison, Sims, White, Wilkinson, Kilworth, Wallace, Brown, Mays, Smith, Donkersley, MacArthur. We'll look at the various classes in just a moment, but it's the Western on the twin leading.
Just having a look down there on the circuit, of course, number 27, Ben Brown, who's rising championship contention alongside Del Dowd. Throughout the course of this year, he's ridden a Yamaha R7, but I think he's out there on a Daytona 660 is what it looks like.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Let's have a look as he comes up across the start-finish line in the wheel tracks of Sean Wallace. That seems to be a Daytona.
Is that not Max
Hardy's old one?
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Of course, Max Hardy,
Zach Weston borrowed for the Sunday at Snetterton as well.
I can't remember. I thought Zach used the... I'm going to stay out of that one. Okay, let's see what we can do in terms of lap times here. We didn't see the lap record go in the earlier race today. I think it might be a little bit windy for ideal conditions in real terms. What are we looking at here? The rookie, the 400 lap record, Chris Burridge, from quite a few years ago now, 50.141. That was on the old school machine, of course. Now the Supertwins, Fenton Seabright, 49.245. Do remember that race? That was very close earlier in the year, of course. That's when Max Hardy followed him across the line. And Thunderbike Sport, Dan Singleton's 49.485 is the time to beat. That's a very quick time, isn't it?
Yeah, Matt? That is very quick. And that was on the CBR 600, which was not really the bike of choice then in those days either.
No, absolutely not. Well,
Dan is a very fast rider, isn't he?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, very, very quick rider indeed on the Mini 200 and indeed Thunderbike Sport. So Harvey's the quickest man on the track there, and wait to see if he can lower that time by. It says 50.5 at the moment there.
That's a good chance. I mean, he's got Zach Weston as a
bit of a drag along.
Absolutely,
yeah, absolutely. No, it's good to have that sort of focus. We were talking about that with the rookie thousands because the Tommy Jones of the rookie thousands didn't get close to the lap record. He got close to the lap record, didn't do it, but he actually beat the lap record. But he was out there as a clubman in the clubman thousands. Of course, you're being dragged along by the quick guys around you, aren't you, Matt?
You certainly are.
That makes a big difference. Right, Harvey then takes the lead with a 50.382.
Oh, he's getting there.
So he's got the empty track in front of him, and of course, not only has he got the empty track in front of him, he wants to escape Mr. Weston's clutches as well, even though they're in different classes.
Doesn't matter.
Well, exactly. You just want to beat who's around you, don't you? It really doesn't matter if you're a 400, a twin, a superbike, whatever. Wilkinson leading Sims as well. Ollie Sims would have been boosted by that win, I think, earlier. His own personal confidence probably does you the world of good pick up a win in something as competitive as the
So Harvey's got purple, sector 1, 30.07.
Wait and see.
I imagine that unfortunately for Josh, he's probably on scrubs.
Yeah, there's no point in spending money on tyres.
Not when you're that fast.
No, absolutely. Over the line he goes there. Does he go double purple? No, he goes yellow.
Still quicker,
yep. 50.223. So fractions of a second in at the end of the
I think you're right, though. When I've stood out there and it is very windy and it's got a very cold sort of wind going across the track. So
I think it's taking the heat out of the track, the wind at the moment. It's not a good wind for lap records, and the sun definitely disappeared. Still cloudy. Fortunately, though, it doesn't look like any rain at the moment. Hopefully, it'll stay that way for the rest of the day. We can have a smooth.
And just looking at Josh coming through Graham Hill, and I would say that he's struggling to hit the apex through Graham Hill, and I just wonder if that is because he always runs scrubs instead of new tyres.
Yeah, well, if you want to set lap records, you really need everything going for you, don't you? And little things like tyres do make all the difference, of course. A little bit further down the field then, Weston is ahead of Dowds, but again, Dell won't worry about that. His main competition is Ben Brown. Ben is 4th in class at this stage. Zach Weston is leading the way. Dell's looking to pick up 20 points, so he's going to close the gap between himself and Ben Brown. Ben is looking to pick up 13 points, so that'll be a 7-point advantage to
Joe White's going well. He's got in front of Logan Stone.
Okay, and again, that's the other close battle, of course. Joe White, and yeah, he would obviously Jamison ideally would love to have Mr. Stone.
They're going to go equal, are they? Yeah, no, they won't, will they? But it'll be 1 point behind if it stays as it is for the moment.
Well, I say I've given up calling the points in that particular class. It's going to go down to the last race, I reckon, mate.
Yeah.
It really is. And we all know who the last race hero is in this class, of course, and that is Mr. Jamison. He knows exactly how to play that game. Okay, we work our way through Graham Hill once more. Everybody keep it clean and green so far. It's good to see. I'm not going to say another word. Commentator's curse has got a very nasty habit of biting me in the bum.
50.175. He's getting there. How many laps we got? 2.
Yeah, 2 laps to go. I reckon if he had fresher rubber.
Yeah, agreed.
It's the second half he's struggling. He's gone purple again in sector 1. But sector 2, it seems to be through Surtees, up around Clearways, and coming off of Clearways there. I think that's where he's struggling just a little bit.
But he's got a really good drive off of Graham Hill. That's probably the best I've seen him take it so far, but he's got back markers. He's not going to do it now.
Yeah. That always affects you, doesn't it? Of course, we've spoken with a few people behind you. It doesn't seem to worry him too much. He just dives down the inside of one, round the outside of another. But again, it's a compliment. Obviously, we know he's not spectacular in the second sector, and then that could be the back marker thing as well. Here he comes then over the line. It's going to be the last lap flag now going out. Zach Weston goes a little bit quicker there, closes the gap to 0.356. Both these guys are into the 50 dead sort of time, 50.8, 50.7 there. Dowd still hanging on in third, about 5 seconds back from Weston, but he's not worried about that. Toby finished 0.4 of a second behind, and Adam Jameson is second at the moment in.
She's going to get back marked in the wrong place. No, he's done all right, because I just thought Zach Weston was going to get the run on him.
No, the back marker stays well out of the way. I think that's the end of the back markers, but it's very nearly the end of the race as Harvey cranks it hard over on his knee. Feeds the power in nicely and drags Zach Weston all the way to the line to claim his second win of the day. Very impressive stuff there from Josh Harvey. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Zach Weston does indeed finish in second place. Del Dowds will finish in third. No, Toby Finnis actually finishes in third overall, which means that Del Dowds has been compromised in the battle for the championship, loses out by 0.050. The good news is he stays ahead of Ben Brown, but Ben is looking good to finish in 4th in class. So actually, he's only advantaged by 3 points that time for Del. So last little bit.
So across the line there, they go to number 402 of Kane Farr, who, if you're watching on TSL, he did have a bit of an intermittent issue with the transponder, but he was across the line in 18th position overall. And unfortunately, Simon Harvey, the number 67 machine, he retired back to the paddock at the end of lap number 6, start of lap number 7, I'm afraid. But Josh Harvey, again, with a victory in the Thunderbike Sports, as Matt looks